Hi everyone! So I am back with my April Plan With Me video. April is my birthday month, so I wanted to do a really fun theme that highlighted some of the things that I love the most, which are cats and sushi. This theme is more doodle intensive, but I had a lot of fun making it, and I think it's what a lot of us need right now. Since things are getting so crazy in real life, focusing on making a super fun theme for my journal really helped take my mind off things while I'm staying indoors and social distancing. I hope you all like what I came up with, and let's get started with the video. I absolutely love how my cover page turned out. For the sushi cart, I started out by drawing some big sushi rolls on top as if it was like a sign for the restaurant, and I added a few cloth tapestry signs hanging down from the roof where I write out April on top. For this design, I was inspired by a bunch of different food cart models I saw on Pinterest, and this cute little sushi chef cat was inspired by Blanca Vidal's t-shirt designs that I found. Around the tables, I added a few little touches you'll find at a restaurant, like some bowls, seasoning shakers, a sake bottle, chopsticks, soy sauce, and a little platter of assorted sushi and nigiri pieces. At the bottom, I threw in a little calendar to fill in the empty space, and for the colors, I mainly used my Crayola super tip markers in a bunch of different colors. So I had 2 shades of browns, a red, a reddish-orange, a lighter orange, yellow, lime green, and a couple different shades of pink and blue. To fill in any black details like the soy sauce and the seaweed, I just used my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen. For the sushi trays, since they were so small, I decided to use a beige and a gray Tombow dual brush pen since the tips are a lot smaller and I was able to go in between all of the sushi pieces more carefully. Now for the calendar spread, I kept the layout fairly simple since there's so much doodling involved. I used these 5x5 boxes with 1 space in between each one. On top, I doodled these little sushi trays and wrote out the days of the week. This was inspired by bujoberry on Instagram. I thought it was super cute, so I just had to recreate it. At the very top, I doodled in some random sushi related objects again, like the rice bowls, chopsticks, soy sauce, wasabi, and sake bottles. And on the left for my to-do section, I drew this cute fortune cat sitting on top of a shelf with the note section underneath. I had a little extra room at the bottom, so I added in this fun quote that says, "Let the good times roll," with a couple of little sushi rolls next to it. And since the 3rd is my birthday, and by the way, happy birthday to all my fellow April babies, I added in a little ice cream taiyaki, which is a Japanese fish-shaped cake. And I thought this went well with the sushi theme instead of drawing like a normal cake. I took out a Sakura jelly roll pen in white to stripe the little salmon and shrimp pieces, but I forgot to add them to this page and onto my cover page while I was filming. I added them in later when I noticed that they were missing. I just wanted to make sure you guys didn't make the same mistake. I started adding drop shadows to the calendar boxes using just the beige color, but I decided it needed to be a little more exciting than that, so I used my red, green, orange, yellow, and pink markers and just went over the beige. Luckily, it's such a light color you can barely even tell under the other markers. Moving on to my trackers, I was pretty excited when I came up with this idea for my mood tracker. So I doodled a wooden sign at the top with 2 little red and gold fish lanterns hanging on the sides. Then I outlined this big snake-like shape across the page so it looks like a long conveyor belt table. For decoration, I added these simple fish shapes on the side of the table, and then I went ahead and doodled in 30 different pieces of sushi rolls, nigiri pieces, hand rolls, and some wasabi. I also added my adorable little sushi chef cat, and then I started coloring everything in, using orange, yellow, pink, green, and red again to represent my moods. And I'll just fill in my sushi pieces for each day accordingly. And for my habit tracker, I used the same wooden sign design at the top, and then I just kept it super simple with these calendar outline shapes and some extra doodles at the bottom. I used my brightest colored markers to add some drop shadows underneath each calendar as well as behind the text for an extra pop. Now onto my weekly spreads. I outlined these large 10x10 boxes using my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen, making sure to leave a gap at the top and bottom for the dates. I left 2 spaces in between each box so there was enough room to add some fun sushi doodles all around the page. I made sure to stop the doodles at the borders so it looked like they were sitting behind the boxes. And as I started coloring everything in, I accidentally missed a piece, even though I tried really hard to be thorough and double check to make sure I colored everything in. So I'm sorry if that bothers you, because it definitely bothers me as I'm editing this, but don't worry because I did catch it after I finished filming and I made sure to fill it in. For my second weekly log, I wanted to include my sushi chef cat again, so I added him underneath the notes section with a little cutting board. He's slicing some tuna and making delicious tuna nigiri, and I am getting so hungry while editing this video. Please tell me I am not the only one. Using my Tombow brush pen, I wrote out the dates down the page and filled in these circles next to each one, where I'll add the dates on top with my Sakura white pen. And to follow the tuna theme, I used the same coral pink color to stripe everything. Like I said, I wanted to keep my layouts as simple as possible since there's a lot of doodling going on, so I combined my third and fourth week, and I love using this layout because it's easy to do, but it still looks intricate once you add all of your drawings in the middle. So from the middle seam, I left 6 spaces on both sides and added a border all the way down the page. Then I just filled the center with all of my sushi doodles, and this time I definitely colored in every piece, so don't you worry. Then I added the dates down both pages and used my markers to stripe them to help separate each section. This last weekly spread was also inspired by Bujoberry's spread on Instagram. I added in my sushi trays on top and outlined these 10 by 13 boxes, making sure to curve the edges. For my notes section at the bottom, I added a little fortune cat again, holding a sign for the notes. I included a black circle in the bottom right corner for each one, where I write the dates on top with my white pen again. I ended up with an extra page left, so I found this quote and I thought it was absolutely perfect. And it says, "Fill your life with sushi, not negativity." And I am totally going to live by this rule from now on. I thought it would be fun to spell out sushi with actual little sushi doodles with a pair of chopsticks picking one up. And that is it for my April plan with me. I really love how this turned out, and honestly, this entire month just makes me so happy whenever I look at it. I don't know about you, but I'm about to go order some sushi for dinner, and I will include some pictures of my kitties at the end in case you want to see who helped inspire this theme for me. If you decide to recreate any of these spreads, please tag me on Instagram at AFZXX3 to be featured in my next video. I hope you all stay safe and please stay healthy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!